What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Goods XY Big Z back in the building, man. Listen, we back up in here, man. Listen, we gonna talk about DJ Scheme. So if you haven't been in tune, everybody knows about the Schoolboy Q situation. Tried to go to Toronto and do a show in Toronto, and then the boy got denied, right? Show got denied. Everybody was trying to make it about the flood. Everybody was trying to make it about this and that, but everybody else was like, nah. The boy Drizzy Drake has something to do with it. Now, for us to really dive in, right, and really take a look at this for what it is, we got to look into the facts, right? We got to focus on the key details, man. And one of the key details, we got to look at who the players are in this, right? So basically, DJ Scheme is a DJ. Obviously. So he had a show in Toronto where he was DJing Ski Mask Slump God show. So DJ Scheme played Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us while opening Ski Mask Slump God show in Toronto last night. Now I know y'all looking at this and y'all saying, okay, why do we care? Well, we care because at the end of the day, what happened here is that this is the same venue that Schoolboy Q booked and was denied. So it seems like maybe they didn't do their homework. And DJ Scheme, you know, this is DJ Scheme's profile. Obviously, he has ties to X, right? So you can see him right there in the profile picture. They were very tight. And, you know, we all know the BS that was going on with Drake and X. And basically, he had certain things that he didn't appreciate. So this is what he did in Toronto. Y'all hear that crowd? Does that sound like a crowd that don't fuck with Kendrick in Toronto? This is Toronto, right? This is Drake's city. For the city. Yeah, fucking love. Crazy work. So basically, he did that in Toronto. And, you know, it's funny to see that happen when, you know, a lot of people were saying that Kendrick didn't get any love in Toronto. When a lot of people were saying that Kendrick could not do a show in Toronto.
Police shutting down a Kendrick Lamar show in Toronto.
Kendrick is not booking a show in Toronto.
So now, this doesn't signify that Kendrick could do whatever, but it does say that people do fuck with Kendrick in Toronto. And that was the whole conversation and the whole debate. But basically, this is what he did in the same venue that Schoolboy Q's show was canceled, which is the History venue is the name of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Venue. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would DJ Scheme do this? Well, DJ Scheme did this partly because he has his own issues with Drake. And as you see, basically, it's like he was sticking up for Schoolboy Q in this situation. Schoolboy Q's response is, ha 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 ha. And DJ Scheme reply is, got you always OG. So it seems like this was a little revenge situation. Now, if you're looking for a reasoning behind it, this seems to be one of the explanations. It says DJ Scheme played Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in Toronto. Last month, Scheme discussed his issues with Drake following XXX's death. And he said, quote, my only issue is that after my brother died, all Drake did was throw shots to look more gangster. So to wrap things up, it's still fuck Drake. So basically, he's taking issue with the fact that Drake basically just played the situation, man. And we all know that it's kind of true. Drake did kind of respond to it in like a mob boss type of way. And, you know, and ain't nobody feeling all that, especially if you ain't out there doing none of that. Like, bro, let that shit go. Let that shit ride. But basically, you know, DJ Scheme didn't like that. So this was his way of getting some revenge, and he did it on behalf of Schoolboy Q. People are gonna say, you know, they lost anyway because the venue still got the money and whatever. But listen, man, I feel him. If he felt like Drake was subliminally dissing X, like, this is a good way to get back. Now, it says a lot when you're able to play this in Toronto, have all those people show you love. It says a lot about the situation. If Drake was subliminally dissing XX after that, it just says a lot about Drake's character. And we've been learning a lot about Drake lately. Also, let's talk about Sir. It seems like the venue is more concerned with just banning TDE artists from being there. Now, I don't know if this is a petty thing or a safety thing. To me, it seems more like a petty thing. So far, Schoolboy Q was denied, and Sir also was denied. So if you don't know Sir is R&B singer in the TDE group. Sir has some very good music. I listen to Sir's music. He got some good projects. It says, so sorry to my Toronto fans. The show has been canceled. working on rescheduling for a later date. And somebody said, damn, he's rude for that. I'm sorry this happened. And he said, don't be, they still gotta pay me. With this person saying he's rude, obviously they're referring to Drake, right? Not the venue. So basically, this shows that there's definitely something going on where this venue refuses to house any TDE artists for their shows. Sir being one that's getting denied just doesn't make sense. Sir wasn't on stage with Kendrick when they were doing Not Like Us. Sir wasn't part of the beef. And the same thing for Schoolboy Q. He was on stage, but he wasn't part of the beef. He wasn't throwing jabs at anybody. But, you know, basically, they canceled the show. And I think this is going to backfire on Drake in the coldest way, because this is just borderline petty. And there's no way you could say Drake has nothing to do with this, because at this point, when it happened the first time with Schoolboy Q, Drake should have been the one to come along and say, let those boys perform. You know, that would have been the bigger thing to do. Make this about you and the guy you have an issue with, and let everybody else perform. I mean, even if you see in these comments the way people are responding, this guy said, damn, traveled just to be here for the show. So imagine people that traveled way to Toronto just to have the show canceled because you want to be petty. And this always boils down to the fact we always asking Drake to rap. Drake just don't want to rap, dog. Drake just want to do petty shit all day. And this is how they rolling, man. But, you know, it is what it is. And yes, it was the same venue. Wasn't a different one. And Schoolboy Q just play too much, man. And this is why I was telling y'all, when y'all take Schoolboy Q too serious, man, y'all be tripping. Y'all just don't know Schoolboy Q. But Schoolboy Q, after hearing Sir say this, basically said, ha ha ha, take your ass home, boy. Sing on the bus. It's over with. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Toronto, it seems like these guys in Toronto are terrified of TDE. They don't want to make TDE become any bigger than they are, and they're canceling shows in Toronto. But like I said, I think this is gonna backfire. Sir had nothing to do with that beef to the point where his show should have been canceled. Even Schoolboy Q didn't have anything to do with the beef where his show should have been canceled. But this is how they play in the game. And this is going to create a dangerous situation because Drake's going to have to come to LA. You know, somebody's going to have to go to LA. It could be an OVO artist going to LA. And this could turn dangerous because at this point now, you taking money out of people's pockets. And when you start to do that, the game can get ugly, man. So I hope they know what kind of fire they playing with. And I hope they, you know, stop this petty behavior. But we all know, man, this is how they rocking. This is how they roll out. And it's gonna be what it is. But I want to hear from y'all, man. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. How do y'all feel about this venue that Drake is affiliated with canceling all these shows? How do you feel about them being petty when it comes to booking these shows? Let me know in the comment section, man. Listen, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for your boy because it helps. And if you want to show some extra support, you can go down there, hit the join button, join, get a membership. You get access to the videos first, exclusive emojis, badges, all that good stuff. Listen, we will start going live a lot more often. Stay tuned. Last live was lit, man. We had a good group of people. They were in here. Everybody was engaging. We opened the lines for people to call up, so make sure y'all stay in tune and subscribe so y'all don't miss the live, man. And the Discord is up, man, so if y'all want to join the Discord, I'm trying to build a good community over there with people who can have discussions, some hot takes, all the types of good shit. Y'all already know, man. Join the Z team. It's the kid Goods, BigZoeTV. Let's go.
I send them back, they send them shots. They know Cuban got his block. Okay, let's get it started. They know Cuban got the juice. I got all my jewelry on it, plus I'm hanging out the roof. I keep big 5 on me, that why I ain't never